Have you ever wondered how Netflix recommends movies you might like, or how Amazon suggests items you might need? This seemingly magical guesswork is the work of a subfield of artificial intelligence known as machine learning. Now, don't be overwhelmed by the term. In the simplest of words, machine learning is all about teaching computers to learn from data and improve their performance based on experience, and all this without being explicitly programmed to do so. Imagine a child learning to identify objects. You don't explicitly program the child to recognize an apple from an orange. Instead, the child learns through observing, experiencing, and understanding the differences. Similarly, machine learning equips computers with this ability to learn, observe, and make decisions based on the data they're fed. In essence, machine learning gives computers the ability to learn and make decisions from data. And it's everywhere around us. It's the future, and the future is now. So how does a machine learn? Are there different ways it can do so? Good question. Machine learning can be divided into three main types: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. Let's break them down. First up, we have supervised learning. You can think of this as a teacher-student scenario. In supervised learning, the algorithm is taught using labeled data. That's data where we already know the outcome. For example, an email spam filter is a perfect instance of supervised learning. We feed the algorithm thousands of emails, some marked as spam, some not. The algorithm learns from these examples, and over time, it gets pretty good at identifying what's spam and what's not. Next, we have unsupervised learning. This is where things get a bit more exciting. In unsupervised learning, we don't give the algorithm any pre-labeled data. Instead, we just let it loose on a bunch of data, and it has to find patterns and relationships all by itself. A great example of this is customer segmentation. Companies use unsupervised learning to group their customers based on different characteristics like buying habits or demographics. It's like handing over a jigsaw puzzle without the picture on the box, and the machine has to figure it out. Finally, we have reinforcement learning. This is a bit like training a pet. The algorithm learns through trial and error, and it gets rewarded or punished depending on whether it makes the right or wrong decisions. A self-driving car learning to navigate is a classic example of reinforcement learning. The car makes many decisions while driving, and it learns from its mistakes to avoid accidents and reach the destination safely. With these different types of learning, machines can adapt to a wide range of tasks and challenges. So, whether it's sorting your emails, targeting your ads, or driving your car, machine learning is there, quietly making your life a little bit easier. And that's just the start of what these amazing algorithms can do. So, where do we see machine learning in action in our daily lives? This isn't a rhetorical question. The influence of machine learning is everywhere, subtly shaping our world in ways we may not even realize. Let's start with something many of us use daily: recommendation systems. Ever wonder how Netflix seems to know exactly what you want to watch next? Or how Spotify always finds that perfect song to match your mood? That's machine learning at work. These platforms analyze vast amounts of data from your viewing or listening habits and use machine learning algorithms to predict what you might enjoy next. It's like having a personal assistant who knows your taste impeccably well. Next, there's voice recognition. If you've ever asked Siri a question or told Alexa to play your favorite tune, you've interacted with machine learning. These smart devices use machine learning to understand and respond to your commands, getting better and more accurate with each interaction. It's not just limited to your home though. Voice recognition is also used in customer service, transcription services, and even in healthcare applications. Image recognition is another fascinating application. Social media platforms use it to identify and tag friends in photos. Self-driving cars use it to recognize traffic signals and obstacles. Even your phone camera uses it to automatically focus on faces or objects. Behind the scenes, machine learning algorithms analyze images pixel by pixel to recognize patterns. Lastly, let's consider something a little less obvious: predictive maintenance. Industries from manufacturing to aviation use machine learning to predict when equipment might fail. This allows for proactive maintenance, saving time, money, and potentially lives. So, there you have it. From the shows you binge watch, to the music you groove to, the virtual assistants you converse with, the photos you take, and even the planes you fly in. Machine learning is quietly making things smoother, smarter, and more personalized. From our phones to our cars to our online shopping, machine learning is shaping our world in many ways. And the most exciting part? This is only just the beginning. Machine learning sounds pretty cool, right? But it's not without its misconceptions. Let's dive into some of them. First off, many people conflate machine learning with artificial intelligence, thinking they're one and the same. That's not quite accurate. Think of artificial intelligence as an umbrella term, and machine learning is a specific approach beneath that umbrella. Machine learning is a way of achieving AI, but it's not the only way. Another misconception is the fear that machine learning will lead to job losses. It's true that automation can replace certain tasks, but it's also important to remember that new technologies often create new opportunities. For example, the rise of the internet led to a whole new range of jobs that didn't exist before. Machine learning is not about replacing humans, but rather augmenting our capabilities, helping us make more informed decisions, and freeing us from mundane tasks. Perhaps one of the most daunting misconceptions is that machine learning is too complex for most people to understand. Sure, it's a technical field with its fair share of jargon and math, but at its core, machine learning is about teaching computers to learn from data so they can make predictions or decisions without being explicitly programmed to perform the task. It's not necessary to understand every mathematical detail to grasp the basic concepts and potential applications of machine learning. Finally, some people believe that machines will eventually learn and evolve on their own, leading to a sort of Skynet scenario. But machine learning models are tools. They don't have wills or desires. They learn from the data we provide and operate within the constraints we set. They can't think or evolve beyond those limits. While machine learning is a complex field, it's not beyond our understanding or control, and it's a tool. How we use it is up to us. Like any technology, machine learning comes with its challenges. What are some of these? To start, gathering high-quality, unbiased data is a major hurdle. Data is the lifeblood of machine learning, and the quality of your output is only as good as the quality of your input. If the data is biased, incomplete, or otherwise flawed, the machine learning model will likely produce unreliable results. Moreover, acquiring such data can be time-consuming, expensive, and fraught with privacy concerns. Another challenge is the balancing act between overfitting and underfitting. Overfitting occurs when a model is trained too well on the training data to the point where it begins to memorize the data rather than learning to generalize from it. This means it performs poorly when presented with new, unseen data. On the other hand, underfitting happens when a model is too simple to capture all the nuances in the data. It can't make accurate predictions because it's missed the underlying patterns. Finding that sweet spot between overfitting and underfitting is a significant challenge in machine learning. Then there's the black box problem. This term refers to the lack of transparency in many machine learning models. Often, these models are so complex that it's hard to understand why they are making the decisions they are. This lack of interpretability can be a serious issue, especially in fields like healthcare or finance, where understanding the reasoning behind a decision can be crucial. Moreover, machine learning is not a one-size-fits-all solution. It requires careful consideration of the problem at hand, the available data, and the potential consequences of the model's decisions. It's a tool, not a magic wand, and it needs to be used responsibly. Lastly, the rapid pace of advancement in machine learning can be both a blessing and a curse. It's exciting to see the field evolve so quickly, but it also means that staying up to date with the latest techniques and best practices can be a daunting task. Despite these challenges, researchers are continually working on ways to make machine learning more efficient, transparent, and fair. So, what's the takeaway from all this? Well, we've demystified what machine learning is, a type of artificial intelligence that enables computers to learn and make decisions without being explicitly programmed. We've explored its different types, from supervised and unsupervised learning to reinforcement learning, each with its unique approach and use cases. We've also shed light on its real-world applications, showing how it's bringing about advancements in industries like healthcare, finance, and transportation, among others. But it's not all smooth sailing. We've addressed some common misconceptions, such as the belief that machine learning means sentient robots, and highlighted the challenges it poses, including data privacy issues and the need for large data sets. Remember, machine learning is a complex field, but don't be daunted. Step by step, with patience and curiosity, you can grasp it. Machine learning is a powerful tool that's transforming the world around us, and understanding it can help us navigate this rapidly changing landscape.